You've docked at Rome's port of Civitavecchia. Rome is about an hour away by train. The cruise company wants you to book their excursion, but you don't have to do that. If you want to get into Rome from the port on your own, here's what you need to know: how to get to the train station from the dock, which train ticket to buy, how to purchase your ticket, and what time you need to be heading back. In this video, I'm going to take you with me, port to Rome, so you can see exactly what it looks like before you come. If you're new here, I'm Alyssa. I moved to Rome in 2001. I'm married to a Roman, and Rome is my everyday life. If you haven't already noticed, I'm coming to you today from Civitavecchia, Rome's port city. The port of Civitavecchia is enormous, so where you get off your ship makes a difference. Depending on where your ship docks, it could be a 20 to 40-minute walk to the train station. The walk is manageable even in this summer heat, but before you set off, it helps to know what all your options are. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you some options for getting into Rome besides via train, and I'm also going to give you some tips on what to do once you get to Rome. But right now I want to give you your options for getting to the train station from the port. There is a free shuttle that goes around the port and drops you at Largo della Pache, but it doesn't take you all the way to the train station. From Largo della Pache, you can then walk to the train station or take a taxi if you can find one, or take a city bus. That shuttle runs according to the timings of the ship's landings here. And of course, you can use it to get back to the ship on your way back. I'm even filming this for you right now under a bus stop. There is another shuttle that also only runs on days that the ships are docking here. It's called the CSP shuttle. That one costs €6, but it takes you all the way to the train station. On days when the ships are docking here, that shuttle runs from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. about every 20 to 30 minutes. To buy tickets, you can purchase them right on board. By the way, although I can't show it, the CSP shuttle picks you up right at the dock. You don't need to walk to a separate stop to board it. When you disembark from your ship, you may find taxis, but you may not. So I would not count on this as a reliable means of getting to the train station or even all the way into Rome. I think the CSP shuttle for €6 is a pretty good option, especially if you're traveling with luggage or small children. But for the purposes of today's video, I want to show you exactly what the walk looks like. Before we start this walk, I do want to say it is really hot. I suggest you have a hat with you, sunglasses, sunscreen, and if you can, bring a bottle of water with you from the ship. Also, bear with me, because at the beginning of the walk, we're leaving the port. It's kind of industrial, obviously, and it's not that scenic. But for the second half of the walk, I think it's pretty scenic and interesting. You guys, please stay safe. Stay on the zebra stripes, stay where it indicates pedestrians. Even on a day like today where there's not a lot of traffic, I've seen some people walking sort of in the middle of the road, and I really don't recommend you do that. It's taken me a little over 20 minutes to walk here from the dock where I started this video. Here you can see the sign for Largo della Pache. That's just to the right of me, and that is where the free shuttle would drop you. So if you decided to take the free shuttle from the dock to Largo della Pache and do the rest on foot, this is what it looks like from here. As you can see, the minute we leave the port, it starts to get a little more picturesque. This is the Forte Michelangelo, a fortress built to protect the port. Pope Julius II commissioned it in 1508, and it wasn't completed until 1537 under Pope Paul III.
It was designed by Antonio Sangallo the Younger, although local tradition insists that Michelangelo himself designed the main tower, which is how it got its name. There's no documentation to back that up, but the story has stuck for 5 centuries.
In front of me is the coast and this beautiful boardwalk. Behind me, there's another route you could take, which is full of little places to sit down, cafes. So if you need some shade and some places to sit down, that might be a better option. I think this is more picturesque. These bike riders just went by and they're from here. And one said to the other, "Can you believe how lucky we are to get to see all of this beauty?" And they live here. Isn't that great? And we're here. At the end of that beautiful boardwalk, we've got the train station just behind and above me. As I said, if you walk all the way from your ship, depending on where it docks, that walk could take you up to an hour.
But if you take the free shuttle to Largo della Pache and walk from there, that second half of the walk, the scenic part along the boardwalk, takes about 20 minutes.
Now let's head up to the train station where I can show you which tickets to get and where to get them. As you can see here outside the train station, just like at most train stations, you will find some taxis. It's just never guaranteed how many will be here and if there will be enough for people who need them. The most frequent trains from Civitavecchia to Rome are the regional trains. A few times a day, you'll also find inner-city trains and Freccia trains, which are faster than the regional trains. At the time I'm making this video for you, the regional trains cost €4.60.
Depending on the number of stops, these trains take anywhere from about an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes to get between Rome and Civitavecchia.
The inner-city train costs around €11 and the Freccia trains cost around €16. And both of those trains only take a little over an hour to get from Civitavecchia to Rome. The Freccia train doesn't even stop. It goes Civitavecchia to Rome non-stop. And depending on which train you get, the inner-city train could make 1 or more stops, but it's still a much faster train than the regional trains. If you are going into Roma Termini, you can take any of these trains, depending on which one is most convenient to you. I would do it by when you arrive here at the station. But if you want to get off the train at a different stop in Rome, such as San Pietro or Trastevere, you're going to need to take a regional train. These stops are useful if you're staying in the area or if you want to start your sightseeing there. For example, you may decide that on your day trip into Rome from your cruise ship, you're going to dedicate your time at the Vatican, in which case you should get off at the San Pietro station and get back on at that station to come back to the port. So as I mentioned, you're going to want to get a ticket to Roma Termini. You're going to see that a lot of the tickets also stop at Roma Ostiense. That's another major train station in Rome, and that could be your stop if you're staying near Testaccio or near the Aventine Hill. So once you've figured out what kind of ticket you want, how do you get it? There's a ticket booth inside. There are also machines that are very easy to use, or you can book on the Trenitalia website or on the Trenitalia app, which is what I do. I suggest downloading this app before you travel and taking a look around and getting used to the schedules for the trains from Civitavecchia into Rome and back. If you have an electronic ticket, one that you purchased via the Trenitalia website or the app, you do not need to validate it. The ticket will validate automatically once you board the train. On the other hand, if you have a paper ticket, one that you get from the machine or from the ticket booth, you need to validate this ticket. Do not board the train without validating your ticket. If you do and you're stopped, you risk a hefty fine. At the time I'm making this video, the fines are about €100 one way. So get your ticket. Make sure it's validated. I know that some of you have been reading about the BIRG pass online. This comes up a lot in cruise forums. This is a regional pass that covers this regional train, but also Rome's ATAC public transportation system. And it's good all day, both directions. In theory, this sounds practical, but the reality is that for a day trip from the port into Rome, this is more complicated than it needs to be. First of all, it's paper only. You can't get this on an app or online. You'll need to find a shop that sells them or an ATAC office.
You can buy the BIRG pass at the station ticket office, but it's not always open. You can also buy it at tabacchi or newsstands that you'll find around Civitavecchia, so it's not that difficult to find.
Unless you're planning to take advantage of Rome's public transportation system all day long, the €4.60 regional train ticket is all you need. Once you're in Rome, you can walk to most things. I'm going to share more about that at the end of this video. You can also take taxis if you need to, and you can use the public transportation system ad hoc when you need to, using Tap and Go. Let's talk about getting back to the ship on time. This is the part a lot of people stress about, with good reason. Missing your ship is not like missing a train. The ship will leave without you, and getting yourself to the next port is your problem and your expense. Considering everything I know about how things work in Italy, and everything I know about how tourists very often underestimate how long things are going to take, especially logistics of getting from one place to another, my rule of thumb: be on a train at least 3 hours before your ship's scheduled departure time.
Most cruise ships departing from Civitavecchia leave around 7 p.m. Using my 3-hour rule, this means being on a train no later than 4 p.m.
That gives you the longest possible journey time of just under 2 hours, time to get back to the ship from the train station, whether you're walking, taking a taxi, or taking one of the shuttle buses, and a little bit of a buffer in case things don't go as planned. Check the Trenitalia timetable for the day you're docking here and work backward from your ship's departure time. And this applies whether you're leaving from Roma Termini, Ostiense, Trastevere, San Pietro. You want to give yourself that 3-hour window. I'm about to get on that train and show you what it's like to take the train from Civitavecchia into Rome, but you do have a couple more options. If you're traveling with family, a group, small children, lots of luggage, and you want door-to-door convenience, a private car service is the option for you. If you decide on this option, make sure that any limo service that you book has the right to drive down onto the docks. That way, you will literally get door-to-door service. This option also offers you a lot more flexibility. You get to leave the dock and go straight into Rome without having to come all the way here to the train station. So you probably save yourself at least an hour by taking a private limo service. You can also book this driver or a similar one for your ride back, and that will give you a little bit of extra time in Rome as well. These limo companies, they know the drill. They know exactly what time you need to leave Rome to get back to your ship on time. You might even opt for a full day option with a private driver, a guide, and round-trip service. That's going to be the most convenient, it's going to save you the most time, you're going to see the most in Rome, but of course it will be the most expensive option. And what about those of you who don't actually want to go into Rome? I know from experience that not everybody who docks here at Civitavecchia wants to go into Rome. One option you have is to stay here in Civitavecchia, do a little bit of exploring, visit the beach, have a nice lunch, and head back to your ship. You could also consider hiring a private guide and driver to take you to some of the more unusual places near Civitavecchia. Right here near Civitavecchia, there are some really interesting and unusual things to see. Tarquinia and Cervetri are nearby, and these are incredible sites with Etruscan necropolises, and neither site is ever busy.
You can also visit the Terme Taurine, ancient Roman baths built over thermal springs and expanded by Trajan and Hadrian. They're about 4 kilometers or 2.5 miles from Civitavecchia, completely uncrowded, and worth a visit if you're considering spending a day near the port instead of going into Rome.
All right, let's jump on the train and head into Rome. I'm on the train. It's pretty comfortable. It's air conditioned. There is some place to charge my devices, but you need your own plug. With the regional train, seats are not assigned. It's just first come, first served. There's a bathroom on this train, but nothing to eat. So I would suggest stopping at the little bar here in the station and grabbing a bottle of water and some snacks if you want them. This train has made a lot of stops, including many stops here in Rome. We are arriving at Roma Trastevere right now. I am on a regional train, so that was to be expected. The ride is about 1 hour and 40 minutes. As promised, when we get to Roma Termini, I'm going to tell you what to do next. got off considerably before Termini Station. We are at track 27. In fact, these trains leave from tracks that are a little bit outside the station, so when you're coming back to go back to the port, calculate an extra 10 minutes or so to walk from the main train station to these tracks where these regional trains leave from. You may have noticed I've been walking all the way from the platform to the main train station. That's because I want to show you all the options for leaving Termini Station from the main area. But here's a tip for you. I'm passing Mercato Centrale. This is a fantastic place to eat, and you can stop here either on your way into Rome or on your way back to the ship. At this point, to leave Termini Station, you can take the metro, a bus, a taxi, or you can walk. So from where I'm standing here on the ground floor of Termini, the metro is one level down, and the bus depot is right behind me, Piazza dei Cinquecento. Also right behind me is the bigger of the two taxi ranks here at Termini Station. There is a smaller taxi rank on Via Marsala. If you're staying in Rome, hopefully you've got directions to your hotel or apartment and you know how you want to get there. But if you are here on a short excursion and you want to see Rome and do it on your own and then get back to your ship, you have about 4 hours. The great news is I made a dedicated video specifically for cruise passengers wanting to do a 4-hour loop so they can get back here to Termini and get back to their ship. And that video is up next.